So the item printer is a very interesting machine, which at the first thought, I thought it was going to be the Scam-O-Matic that we were using in the Isle of Armor, being able to get our apricorn balls, our special balls, by using apricorns and random items, which had horrible drop rates. Let's go ahead and jump into game to where we can go ahead and see how it's going to be working. So there's the item printer. It is going to be roughly 150 BP from the computer here, which once you do have that, you can go ahead and print it. It's going to be in its base form, which in that form is honestly not that good. But then once you go through it, it does have 3 levels. You will level it up by using it. First off, tier 2, it is going to be looking like a great ball, and you are going to have a 2-time drop item. It's going to be like a special little event for it to go ahead and function. As you can see, the whole thing turns yellow. It like does a slow zoom in to go ahead and do that, and it's not that bad. I mean, the little zoom in gives you some good items, and on all honesty, it does give you 10 spins of that. So if you do go 1 by 1, that's going to be a thing. But if you go ahead and spend all 10 at once, which you can, that's perfectly fine. Plus, it is going to be using less BP per item since you did level it up. Normally it'd be 50. Now it's going to be about 40. Now it is going to have a tier 2, which then it looks like a great ball. The great ball tier is going to be costing 500 BP. Tier 1 is 200 BP. Now we're going to 500. A big step up, big problem. But once you do get it, you do get access to the Pokeball lottery. As you can see, whenever it does go into a rainbow form, kind of like a little zoom in of the tier 1, where it goes gold, this one goes in and goes full rainbow. And this is actually a very interesting thing to go ahead and use this machine for, is farming those special Pokeballs. This thing can drop Master Balls, Moon Balls, Love Balls, everything. You can farm Pokeballs with this. Plus, you can go ahead and get a Sport Ball, which I don't believe we were able to get before. So that's actually a new special Pokeball that is now in the game. Whenever it goes to that full rainbow, that is insane way to go ahead and farm the new Pokeballs, unlike the other way of go ahead and letting the auction house turn over to try and farm it that way. But then we do have the final tier, which is tier 4, which goes into the Master Ball. That is a beautiful form there, being the Master Ball. The cosmetic look does not actually do anything. It just lets you know what level you're at. Now it does cost 1000 BP, which is kind of pricey and is definitely a grind when you are going for this. But the only thing it adds is better quality items, so it helps you get better items. Plus, you go ahead and can have stellar Tera shards. So having the stellar Tera shards being able to be created, and BP is less to be used, so it actually doesn't cost that much. And that does require you completing the game. So getting Terapagos and spending 1000 BP. Once you get Terapagos, you can come do it whenever you want, but you do have to have that little milestone done to go ahead and interact with it. And to use this is actually very simple. You would walk up. It says, do you want to make it better? But it's already upgraded once it's already at the final version. So you can't do that, but you can go in and print some items. But you can get safety goggles, cracked pot for that. So that's going to be a Sinisty thing. Heavy duty boost, calcium, strings, oval stones. This is going to be a great way to farm money. Honestly, this is going to be the new best way to farm money by doing this and getting those items. Safety goggles are used for a competitive aspect along with those heavy duty boots. And as you can see, safety goggles alone, we got 3 of them. You can go ahead and sell those super easy. So don't overlook that. That's going to be a huge plus. But this is the new print item machine, and I highly recommend trying to dive into it. Get it leveled up as fast as possible after you get the starters unlocked, because this is going to be a great machine to farm Pokeballs and to go ahead and farm money if you do need it. Sadly, Blueberry Academy requires a lot of the BP, but whenever you go back to Kitakami or Paldea to create Pokemon for VGC or stuff like that, you're going to need that money. And having this is going to be a huge way to just speed that up and never have to actually run the new Ace tournament again to farm money. But if you're interested in the new item printer, let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know what special Pokeball you're looking for out of this machine. I'll catch you guys in the next one.